from the home of the Rangers, we're at Globe Life Field in Arlington. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Mike Foltynewicz will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
And stepping in, David Fletcher. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Solak's got it, and there's one gone. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases. Just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Calhoun waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Now to the plate, here is Mike Trout. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Just underway in Arlington. Grounded to short. There's Keiner Falefa. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. Angels nothing. Rangers coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Patrick Sandoval, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Ready now is Isaiah Keiner Falefa. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop rounds out to the other, one away.
Batting second, the center
A moment
fielder,
now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. And who do we keep an eye on?
Well, there's no doubt the skill set of Delino DeShields is something to keep an eye on. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at-bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit poor pitching as well. We'll see if he stays hot here.
Here comes the 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Reined in, and that's the second out.
batting third, the second baseman, Zasluke.
Next to hit, Nick Solak. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 2 for 5. The 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
At the plate, Joey Gallo. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Anthony Rendon, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. He's got it. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
That is big. The first baseman.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Stepping in now, Jared Walsh. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Full count now, 3-2. Due next is Justin Upton as he gets loose in the on-deck circle. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
I really liked that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
To the plate now, Justin Upton. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the veteran DH, Chris Davis. Three-two pitch. ricochet off of him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Next up, Willie Calhoun. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. 1-1 home. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Davis gets his lead at first, nobody out. On the ground to the right side. To Iglesias for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. He makes a good throw, and they complete the 3-6-1 double play with the throwback to the pitcher at first.
Next to dig in, Ronald Guzman will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Lifted down the line in left. Rendon in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Line drive to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning. So a long at bat has a positive dividend when all's said and done.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not all beauties in the box score. He's able to get that ball through the left side for a base hit. Way to grind it out.
Into the box now, Sherton Apostle. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And another foul ball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So now into the box is Max Stassi, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Trevino is after it, and the throw is in time. Stassi is retired, and there's one away. Digging in will be Jose Iglesias. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Third inning, no score to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Here comes the 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 2-2. Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Angels are gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Rangers line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 1-1.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Hard on the ground toward short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in
The
off
batter,
the
number
plate,
9.
and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball
Keiner,
and
club
drive
right
it for
back.
a knock. Impressive.
So now to the plate, Isaiah Keiner Falefa. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free
Now
pass,
back.
but especially
The center
troublesome
fielder.
when you give up a single right
Trevino.
before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can
Steal.
figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 1-1 home. Bouncer to the left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. In with it now is Upton, and they'll have to hold the runner at third base.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
On first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
The right fielder, number 13.
Bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
At the plate now, Joey Gallo. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Rangers 1 and the Angels nothing. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the second baseman, David Fletcher.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
Softly hit here to the left side. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. To the plate now is the designated hitter. Griffin Canning comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Line to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting. The center fielder, Mike Trout.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. 29 home runs for him on the year, as the Angels are back even now at 1 run apiece.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Standing in now, Anthony Rendon. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there, hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
Into the box, Jared Walsh. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Perfect throw, and they got him at second. Angels do get one, however, on the Mike Trout home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. Nope. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 5, Willie Calhoun.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 3-2 pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Popped up. Rendon is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ronald Guzman.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Misses, ball 2. One run, 5 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled off. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch. Up. Guzman is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 10, Justin Upton.
Justin Upton, the next to hit. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Popped him up. Trevino over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 33, Max Stassi.
So 2 out, nobody on, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Aaron Slagers, the tall right-handed reliever, takes over pitching duties out of the bullpen now. Now it'll be Sherton Apostle, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Now batter, catcher, Jose Trevino.
So the next to bat will be Jose Trevino, who collected a base hit his first time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
3-2, full count. Fly ball out toward left center field. And Upton's got this one. 2 away now.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Isaiah Keiner.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next will be Isaiah Keiner. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Now the 2-1 pitch. Liner towards second. Well, this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
So next to bat will be Dexter Fowler as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. 1 out, nobody on. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, David Fletcher. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. So stepping in is Delino DeShields. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Popped him up. Walsh has room in foul territory. He's got it 1 away.
The batter,
so with 1 gone, time for our
second
look at
baseman.
the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. That'll bring in Nick Solak. He was a double play victim last time around. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is taken in for the second out.
The right fielder, number 13, Joey Gallo.
So 2 away for the Rangers here in the 6th. And up to bat next, the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. Bouncer to the left side, but the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
To the plate now, Chris Davis. Down the left field line and deep, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Gallo stands at second with 2 gone. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Rangers leave 1. Still tied 1 apiece. Seventh inning ready to roll, and striding forward the designated hitter, Griffin Canning. The 1-1 home. In the air out to straightaway left. Calhoun waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. One out, nobody on. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Anthony Rendon. In the air to left. Here comes Calhoun. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Arlington. All tied at 1-1. Jaime Barria gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Willie Calhoun. The 1-1. Lays off 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled away. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Rendon is there. And the throw on the first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One
Next
away.
for the Rangers, the first baseman, Ronald Guzman.
And now, Ronald Guzman. In his career versus this pitcher, he has a 3 for 12 line. He also has 1 home run. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Sherton Apostle. Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Score remains tied 1-1. Joe Barlow has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and here comes the first baseman, Jared Walsh. The 1-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
At the plate, Justin Upton ripped down the first base line. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
So now to the plate, Max Stassi, and it's fouled away. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Payoff pitch on its way. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Jonathan Hernandez enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Dexter Fowler will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Stasi at second. Iglesias on at first with 2 down. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, David Fletcher. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Payoff pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. So this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again, 3-2. He's set the payoff pitch. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
Look out. The designated hitter.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Griffin Canning. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the 1-2. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Angels are out in front, 2-1. Jose Suarez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to hit is the catcher, Jose Trevino. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-2. Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Stepping in now, Isaiah Keiner Falefa, and he fouls this one off. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Up next for the Rangers, Delino DeShields. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. spin and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the eighth. And a dive, but he's back in. One and two now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Tim.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless.
15,
He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
To the plate now, Nick Solak. Pushed softly over toward the right side. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. One left for Texas. They still trail it here 2-1. Joely Rodriguez enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Jesus Jaquez is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Mike Trout. One and one, here it is.
Hey. Nope, outside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. Trout on at first, nobody out. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. Now the payoff pitch home, fouled off. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him.
Now back.
Well, definitely should have been a 2-ball there, but you got to get one first. Got under the feed to second and just sailed it. Could be a costly mistake.
At the plate now, Jared Walsh. And this will be fouled away.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed win.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
strike three called as he gets a little help there. One away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Justin Upton. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Hit hard back up the middle. One there. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on no hits. One error and a runner left stranded. Nothing more in the Angel ninth. Last chance time for the Rangers. They trail it here by just a run. Raisel Iglesias comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. All set for the bottom of the ninth, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Joey Gallo.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here comes the 1-2. It's taken on the inside corner, strike three. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, it's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Here's Chris Davis now. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias. He's a .333 hitter. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. Two hitters, two strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box now, Willie Calhoun. Hit back up the middle. So the first here is going to be in time as the Angels have taken the first 3 games in this 4-game set. They'll look to sweep tomorrow as the ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Angels win this one despite banging out only 2 hits. Jaime Barria wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Raisel Iglesias hammers down the save, his 34th. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.